A person with the moon in Aries in the ninth house typically exhibits a strong sense of individuality and a fiery, assertive nature. This placement suggests a desire for adventure, exploration, and a constant pursuit of knowledge. Theosophical and philosophical insights might come naturally to them, and they may often find themselves acting on gut feelings or intuition. In relationships, they could be forthright and passionate, with an inclination to take the lead. They may often seek partners who will accompany them in their quest for personal growth and broadening their horizons. Roller coaster emotions and impulsive actions may occasionally result in turbulent relationships. When it comes to careers, roles that provide them with the freedom of thought and movement may be ideal. They might excel in professions related to education, travel, or philosophy. Their impulsive nature combined with their intellectual curiosity might make them effective entrepreneurs or explorers. Strengths for this placement include courage, independence, and a broad and ever-expanding perspective on life. They're enthusiastic, energetic, and possess a strong zeal for learning. However, challenges may include impatience, hastiness, and sometimes a lack of emotional control. For personal growth, they might need to learn patience and emotional stability. Understanding that knowledge and wisdom are also gained through introspection and calmness, not simply by seeking external adventures, could also be beneficial. Allowing others to take the lead sometimes might bring balance to their relationships and overall life. The moon in Taurus in the ninth house indicates a personality that highly values knowledge, wisdom, and cross-cultural understanding. This placement suggests a remarkable stability, reliability, and strong conviction in personal beliefs and ideas. They have an innate desire for exploration and learning. They're likely to be drawn towards philosophy, higher education, and travel, contributing to a broad and diverse perspective on life. Relationship tendencies demonstrate both loyalty and tenacity, yet a desire for freedom and autonomy. These individuals can be deeply emotional, sensitive, and caring, aiming for harmony and comfort in their relationships. However, their independent streak and need for personal space could potentially put a strain on their relationships. In terms of career, this placement favors professions that allow intellectual growth and exploration, such as academics, law, tourism, philosophy, and writing. Their steadfastness makes them reliable employees, while their intellectual curiosity allows them to excel in areas requiring deep understanding and wisdom. Strength-wise, they are steadfast, loyal, and practically minded individuals who value stability in life. These individuals have a deep-seated desire to make sense of the world, which fuels their intellectual curiosity and strong desire to learn. As for challenges, their inherent stubbornness and reluctance to embrace change could stifle their progress. They could also struggle with balancing their need for independence with maintaining close relationships. The personal growth lesson here involves learning to embrace change and allow room for flexibility in their beliefs and attitudes. Being more open to the opinions of others can lead to a more enlightened, comprehensive view of the world. With the moon in Gemini in the ninth house, a person is likely drawn to adventure and knowledge as Gemini's curiosity pairs with the ninth house's connection to philosophy and exploration. Such individuals are mentally agile, adaptable, and forever a student, eager to learn about new cultures, ideas, or philosophies. This flexibility and curiosity translate into talkative, sociable personalities driven by the variety of life and are generally optimistic. Within relationships, they may crave intellectual stimulation and freedom due to Gemini's influence. They're happiest with partners who can match their wit, engage in intellectual conversations, and understand their need for independence. Unpredictability can be an issue, as they might struggle with restlessness, leading to inconsistency in relationships. Professionally, the ninth house placement suggests careers in areas like education, law, or travel. These individuals might excel in roles that allow freedom of thought, variety, and opportunity to communicate ideas. Strength-wise, the combination of Gemini's adaptability and the ninth house's drive for understanding allows these people to shift perspectives easily and embrace change. They're intellectually agile, friendly, and optimistic, traits that can make them inspiring to others. On the flip side, they might be challenged by their restless nature and lack of consistency, leading to difficulties sticking to commitments. Also, their constant quest for new knowledge might make them appear superficial to some, as they often skim across many subjects rather than diving deeply. For personal growth, one might need to find balance in their voracious appetite for variety and knowledge, learning to commit and explore subjects, relationships, and experiences on a deeper level. Cultivating patience and consistency. With the moon in Cancer in the ninth house, this person tends to be naturally intuitive, sensitive, and deeply caring. They likely value emotions and are attuned to the feelings of others. This can result in great empathy, making them nurturing and protective in relationships. They may possess a strong interest in philosophy, spirituality, or broad societal issues, and may be driven by a desire to explore and understand the world. They might often be the seekers, driven by a need for emotional and intellectual growth. The placement in the ninth house also suggests an open-minded and curious nature, with a likelihood of being attracted to travel and adventures. Learning and experiencing new cultures could be a vital source of emotional fulfillment for them. In terms of career, the penchant for learning and discovery might lead them toward jobs in education, law, publishing, or fields that involve travel. Their innate sensitivity can also make them excellent caregivers or social workers. A significant strength of this placement is the person's ability to connect emotionally with others across different cultures and backgrounds. They might also have a knack for absorbing and understanding complex theories or philosophies. However, a challenge might be learning to balance their emotional sensitivity with the intellectual pursuits of the ninth house. They could struggle with oversensitivity or be prone to emotional overwhelm. Personal growth may come from learning to navigate their sensitivities while also pursuing intellectual expansion. Broadening their worldview can help them to better understand themselves, others, and their place in the world. Overall, the moon in Cancer in the ninth house can make for an emotionally rich, adventurous, and intellectually fulfilling life. The moon in Leo in the ninth house reflects a personality that is charming, dynamic, and enthusiastic. This position suggests a strong desire to learn, explore, and understand the world, possibly through travel or higher education. These individuals are open, adventurous, and driven by their instincts and emotions. They are likely to be generous, optimistic, and possess a strong need for self-expression. In relationships, this placement suggests a person who craves emotional stimulation, excitement, and adventure. They may be drawn to partners who are intellectual, outgoing, and adventurous, much like themselves. These individuals value honesty and loyalty and are likely to express their emotions openly and dramatically. From a career perspective, Moon in Leo in the ninth house individuals may be drawn to roles that allow them to express their creativity, showcase their leadership skills, and fulfill their desire for higher knowledge. They could excel in fields such as education, travel, law, philosophy, or publishing. The strengths of this placement include intellectual curiosity, optimism, confidence, and a powerful emotional presence. However, they may face challenges in managing their strong, often dramatic, emotional expressions. Stubbornness and a tendency to be overbearing are other potential pitfalls. The personal growth lessons for these individuals involve learning to balance their need for intellectual stimulation with their emotional needs. They might also need to learn to manage their strong emotional reactions and develop greater emotional maturity. Understanding that others may not share their enthusiasm for exploration and discovery is another key lesson. Overall, Moon in Leo in the 9th house suggests a vibrant, intellectually curious individual who thrives on emotional engagement. Having the Moon in Virgo in the 9th house suggests a personality that is very meticulous, detail-oriented, and analytical. The influence of Virgo makes this person a natural problem solver, often seeking to improve efficiency in everything they do. They likely have a high drive for learning, especially when it comes to various cultures, philosophies, and big-picture ideas because of the 9th house placement. When it comes to relationships, they desire stability and security, but their analytical nature can sometimes make them overly critical of their partners. They value intellectual stimulation and may seek partners with whom they can share deep and thought-provoking conversations. In terms of career, they may thrive in professions where they can apply their analytical abilities and their love for learning. They may excel in academic settings, in research, or any job where they're required to pay attention to details. The strengths associated with this placement include a keen intellect, strong observational skills, and a relentless pursuit of knowledge. Challenges may arise from being overly critical, perfectionistic, and, sometimes, having difficulty accepting things they cannot alter or control. Regarding personal growth, learning to balance their analytical nature with emotional understanding can be an important lesson. Valuing people and relationships despite imperfections can also lead to significant personal development. Lastly, they can benefit by channeling their perfectionism into areas where improvement is attainable. Enjoying life without incessant analysis is another growth area that can bring more joy and satisfaction. Someone with the Moon in Libra in the 9th house seeks harmony and balance in life. They are naturally diplomatic, fair, and can easily understand different points of view. They have a strong desire for intellectual growth and are curious to explore different cultures, languages, philosophies, or religions. This curiosity often leads to a love for travel and higher education. In terms of relationship tendencies, they are fond of social interactions and prefer being in a partnership than being alone. They usually try to avoid conflict and strive to keep relationships harmonious. Their diplomatic skills are beneficial in solving conflicts, making them great mediators. Potential career influences suggest they could excel in professions that involve law, diplomacy, education, travel, or cultural exchange. Their creative mind could also lead them to success in the arts. While their strengths lie in diplomacy, intellectual curiosity, and social skills, they may struggle with decision-making, often feeling torn between choices as they see merit in all sides. They may also rely too much on others for emotional support, leading to possible codependency in relationships. Personal growth lessons involve learning to make decisions independently and developing self-reliance. They should learn to balance their love for partnerships with the need for personal space and identity. Overall, this is a placement that indicates a quest for intellectual growth, balanced relationships, and global understanding, providing a framework for multiple life journeys. Having the Moon in Scorpio in the 9th house signifies an intense, emotional, and passionate inner self. This individual often seeks depth and hidden truths, driven by a powerful curiosity about the deeper aspects of life. They may have a keen interest in psychology, spirituality, or philosophy. Mysterious elements often intrigue them, resulting in a sometimes secretive nature. In relationships, these individuals are likely to be deeply loyal and protective. They may form intense emotional bonds and crave emotional intimacy. They may struggle with trust, often requiring partners to prove their reliability. They may also be perceived as somewhat controlling, due to their desire for emotional security. This lunar placement may influence career choices towards fields that provide opportunity for deep exploration or transformative experiences, like psychotherapy, research, teaching, or travel. Strengths of this placement include resilience, tenacity, intuition, and a strong desire for knowledge. These individuals often possess the ability to heal themselves and others due to their understanding of life's deeper truths. Challenges include potential for obsessiveness, emotional volatility, and a propensity to hold grudges. Balance can be hard to achieve, especially when emotional intensity takes over. Difficulties in letting go can also hinder personal growth. Personal growth lessons may involve learning to trust, managing emotional intensity, and forgiveness. Recognizing that vulnerability is not a sign of weakness but instead a strength can be a powerful lesson. They may also need to learn to be less controlling, letting life naturally unfold rather than trying to manipulate it. Having the moon in Sagittarius in the 9th house suggests a personality rooted in high ideals, intellectual curiosity, and adventurous spirit. Such individuals are typically optimistic, open-minded, and philosophical. They are drawn towards activities that broaden their horizons, including travel and higher education. In relationships, these individuals treasure their freedom. They might struggle with commitments but are honest and straightforward partners who value intellectual connection. They are often in search of a partner who shares their love for exploration and learning. Career-wise, their adventurous spirit and intellectual curiosity may direct them towards jobs in academia, travel, philosophy, or even spirituality. Their ability to think big and naturally innate teaching abilities will serve them well in these fields. Strengths include optimism, philosophical mindset, and adaptability. They are likely to excel in scenarios demanding quick thinking and adaptability. However, their challenges may lie in their restless nature and difficulty in committing. They need to learn to balance their need for independence with the benefits of long-term commitments. A growth lesson for such individuals could be learning to find contentment in stability, rather than constantly seeking new experiences or knowledge. They might need to learn that philosophical knowledge can be obtained in everyday scenarios and not just by grand exploration. Their journey to personal growth may involve finding a balance between their love for freedom and the meaningful connections made by staying in one place. Moon in Capricorn in the 9th house reflects a personality gravitating toward lofty goals. Individuals with this placement are often serious, driven, and responsible, possessing a practical approach to life. They value order, structure, and routine, demonstrating a knack for strategic thinking and decision-making. In relationships, these people tend to be loyal, dependable, though sometimes cautious of vulnerability. Emotional security is crucial, often cultivated from creating a stable, harmonious environment. Patience is their strong suit. At work, their natural leadership and organizational skills thrive. They likely excel in areas like management, law, or education. They may make calculated career moves, with an eye on long-term success rather than immediate gain. Strengths include ambition, discipline, and resilience. They possess the ability to overcome challenges through practical problem solving, making them reliable even in tough situations. Their strategic mindset may help them find unique solutions to complex problems. However, being overly cautious or reserved may isolate them from deep emotional connections or take the joy out of spontaneous moments. They may struggle with expressing emotions openly, which can lead to misunderstandings in personal relationships. Learning to balance their serious nature with vulnerability can facilitate personal growth. They need to understand that it's okay to let go of control sometimes and enjoy the moment. Developing this balance would make them not just successful, but also content. Weaving in heart functions and spontaneity into their structured life can improve their quality of relationships and overall well-being. Their personal growth journey includes implementing emotional expression and a bit of spontaneous joy. Having the moon in Aquarius in the 9th house often suggests an individual with a strong intellectual curiosity and desire for learning. You are likely highly independent and enjoy exploring unconventional ideas. Your unique perspective makes you progressive and forward-thinking. However, the challenge is that you may struggle with emotional connections due to your intellectual approach to feelings. In relationships, you might seek a partner who respects your independence and stimulates your mind. Intellectual compatibility is essential for you, and you may enjoy open, philosophical discussions. However, emotional vulnerability might be a challenge, as you prefer to containerize your feelings. Career-wise, this placement could indicate success in fields involving travel, education, or philosophy. You would likely excel in environments where you can explore and communicate new ideas. Typical choices could be academia, research, or even travel writing. Positives of this placement are your fearless pursuit of knowledge, flexibility, and adaptability, while the drawbacks could include being overly detached or avoiding emotional depth. Personal growth can come from learning to balance your intellectual nature with emotional intuition. Embracing vulnerability and expressing emotions can bring more profound relationships and personal satisfaction. This balance can also help you make intuitive decisions, not just logical ones, which can enhance all areas of life. Overall, Moon in Aquarius in the 9th house is about combining mind and heart for an enriched existence. Having the moon in Pisces in the 9th house shapes a personality with a deep emotional sensitivity and boundless imagination. These individuals often find themselves dreaming about what might be, beyond the boundaries of their everyday life. They can be significantly influenced by philosophical, spiritual, and intellectual explorations, as the 9th house represents foreign travel, higher education, and expansive thinking. Such individuals are usually empathetic and intuitive, especially in relationships. They have a tendency to deeply understand and feel others' emotions, which can be both a strength and a challenge. Excellent listeners and supportive partners, but this emotional absorption can, at times, lead to emotional overwhelm. In terms of career, they might excel in fields that require creativity, intuition, or emotional intelligence. Roles in art, spiritual counseling, psychology, or traveling professions could be fulfilling for them. However, they may also struggle with practical and routine tasks, which could be challenging in work environments preferring predictability and protocols. These individuals often embark on personal journeys of self-discovery, and one of their growth lessons might be learning the balance between dreams and reality. They might need to focus on grounding their ideas, setting discernible goals, and learning to protect their emotional well-being. While their capacity for empathy, imagination, and spiritual exploration is a remarkable gift, effectively managing these traits can unleash their full potential, creating enriching relationships and a fulfilling career.